My name is Bobby. Today we are doing general reading, energy update reading using channel messages and the tarots, and I'll be doing free chat bar readings as well after the general. For those that are in the chat bar, this is restreamed to Facebook and YouTube, so if I mention names that you don't see, it's because they're on the other side, right? Today, this week was really quite challenging in some respects within myself, and it was a really good thing though, because I got to channel some messages through about shifting one's mindset. So I'm going to read what I actually channeled through first. While I was in the state of asking, I was just like asking, how do I shift out of this mindset? How do I get out of it? And I've done this a million times before, right? But it was something that was getting to a core point of something that I didn't realize I thought I did. And it came up as an issue again. And this is the thing. Through all of these shifts that we're going through, we go in waves. So as the wave peaks and we start to get this energy bombarding us, it's like we get squeezed tighter, and then we have to look even more into ourselves and figure out where we're actually reacting instead of involving ourselves in our reality. We're reacting to it. And then, so I had to really, really dig deep this time to find some things that were going wrong with me. And it was to do with controlling my outside world to feel safe, and to help others to, for others to understand how they can get out of their own mind crap and mind shit, excuse my language, stuff. So because I felt that way, I decided I'm going to really look deep into how I do this so that I can give you some sort of wisdom at the end of that. So I'm going to quickly read that out. Excuse my glasses. I actually lost my other glasses, so I've just purchased some more. These are my art glasses, so they're a bit big. Here we go. So this is what I channeled through after I figured it out. Well, I was kind of like discussing this with, I would say it was a channeling, but I was discussing it with team while I was going through it. And this is what some of the words that they said. All control is our minds trying to con the troll, or the monster in our minds. And I really like that statement right there, control. We're trying to con the troll or monster in our minds. It's really clever. And projecting that onto others so we feel safe again. We try to narrow reality with laws and restrictions to push others into the same patterns of acceptance so that our minds feel safe. But this can never be achieved without inflicting one's drama onto another. Do this or I will react. It's not the answer. As you are merely looking into a mirror of yourself, asking your reflection in others to give you what you are in lack of. To deprogram the threat response, therefore, has to start from within to find the places where one is looking in the mirror of life through the eyes of that fear, guilt, hatred, etc., and ask oneself what could shift us from the inner conflict so that we may trust and love again. The way out is to completely let go and trust in the relationship, because you are in trust of your relationship with yourself. And that could be we're not just talking lovers or with any relationship, anything that you have with somebody else that you find, it could be a daughter, it could be a friend, any boss, anything, any relationship. If you find yourself, even if you are not a controlling person, but you might find yourself in that moment trying to protect your mind, protect your reality so that you feel righteous or good, and then you end up projecting that victimization or victim state of mind out onto others to try to control them or predict what's going to happen so that you're going to catch everything. You can never catch everything. So what you have to do is then see the relationship as a trusting relationship. There's a reason why it was in your life to begin with, why you met that person and why you got along right to begin with. Trust that love of each other in that, and then look in yourself as to what you need to change so that you're not trying to project your stuff onto somebody else. And I like that, really, that first bit that they said, though. All control is our minds trying to con the troll or monster in our minds. It's clever. Anyways, so that was interesting. And then this morning I woke up and I'm like, okay, what is it all about this morning? What's the energy of today is? And I threw my dice and my dice fell on contact, which is really weird because I had a dream of ETs and contact coming to me last night. I had 9. So the number 9 to me for numerology is the endings of something, which is making way for something fresh or new to come along. And then I had intuition, so using your intuition, obviously. And the weird thing was number 5 fell on top of the intuition dice, which is pretty unusual. So 5 is finding freedom, and that's often the traveling one as well, but it's a search for freedom, and sometimes we do look for freedom in the wrong places, but for numerology it's a search for freedom and traveling, and then on top of intuition, so we're searching for our intuition. It was really weird because, and then I got another 5, so it was strange. Before I threw the dice, I was literally going, I feel like today is going to be about intuition, and that's exactly what fell out. So here we go. This to me is going to be an intuitive kick coming our way so that we can expand our reality. So we might have gone through a shift recently where we've had to really dig deep and look at ourselves. I certainly did. And then after that, we're going to, it'll be like a release of understanding that we can get through that, because really we're always going to have bumps in our, our hurdles and our ups and our highs, and nothing's ever going to be way up here. It's always going to do this so that we can have some sort of friction to move and expand. And it's really interesting. It's more to do with the acceptance of that, the acceptance of the lows, the acceptance of it all. When you can accept something like that, when it's happening to you, you know you can ride through it. You know you can get past it quicker. And so it's as it's happening, you're like, okay, I can feel into this and see where I need to unblock, or I need to shift my reality and expand it, or stop doing what I'm doing because it's not working for me anymore. And then trust that you can shift that really quickly through accepting that it's okay to be feeling that way for a moment, So just going on my chat bar. Oh, good morning, everybody. Good morning, Cheryl from Facebook, Shanti from YouTube. Hey, gorgeous. Sky from YouTube. Lucy, blessings to you. Amy, hi from YouTube. Katie from New Zealand, good to catch you too. Melino. Sorry if I get anybody's names wrong. Jasmine from Facebook, Jennifer from Facebook, Julie from YouTube, Paul from YouTube. Love the hearts. Genevieve from Facebook, morning. Sandy, love your smile. Oh my gosh, there's so many. Tony from YouTube. Lots and lots and lots and lots and lots of people. Okay, Anne from YouTube. Yay. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to do our general, and we're going to go from there. And I'm not going to do that one. I'm going to feel, just got to get myself into that general first. Message for general. we have 3 of Cups in reverse. And we have the 5 of Wands. Then we have, I really feel like what we're going through is waking us up to more intuition. And the reason why that's happening is because this balance that we're starting to shift in our consciousness. Humanity is starting to shift a balance within their consciousness from logic being the only force of how we create our reality to seeing where that's not working for us, bits and pieces, not all of it, and then expanding into intuition. I'm really getting that feeling, even, well, outside of the cards. So this one popped out, like literally popped out. Oh, that's nice. So it's funny, we have the 3 of Cups in reverse. So a feeling like, to me, this is like all of those people, those friends, those families, the dynamics that were reflecting you in the outside yourself, that weren't there for you, that were showing up as a nemesis, enemy in some respects, because they were limiting your, or they were jealous, or they were copycatting you and then taking the credit, or whatever it was that they were doing. But them allowing them to fall away and find their own journey now, that in loving them is to let them go, because you're letting them find their own journey, not by using you to support their issues, to support their problems, by being the victim to their stuff. Because whenever somebody that comes at you that puts you down because they're feeling lack within themselves, and if you are a victim to that, then you are supporting that. When you step up and say, nah, you don't do that to me anymore, I have to find another to be there like you did. So that's what I'm getting through with that card. I haven't had that sort of thing happen to me in my reality, but I'm really feeling that for the general. 5 of Wands, this one. So see how that totally makes sense with what I just said, because that person is literally becoming the dragon's nemesis and trying to fight it off and save this person over here, and the dragon's like, I have to fight back. So we've got a lot of fighting going on, and that's creating a world of conflict. You stepping up sometimes to protect yourself can be creating a world of conflict. If you stepped away from this reality, jumped on a spaceship, went to benevolent beings in their world, it would have been all more to do with adventure, peace within self, and understanding each other, accepting each other, all of that. You wouldn't see them pulling up a wand and trying to fight everything off, because that literally creates the world of conflict. So we're shifting out of the world of conflict within our minds. And I know that this is more to do with this. There's conflict. There's a lot of conflict around this world. I get that, right? But this is how we, as God, for others, we have to step out. I was literally talking to my partner this morning about this, how we're in this interesting place where the outside world is one thing, but to be able to shift out of it, we have to start becoming that we want to shift into before anybody else does. And the next card that I got was the Queen of Pentacles, which is us sitting with authority and knowing who we are, and that we are supporting ourselves. The Queen of Pentacles, she grounds that, she supports herself, she knows who she is, and she'll stand strong with her convictions of grounding, of believing in herself. and allowing abundance to flow through her. She never holds on to that coin either. She will allow it to flow through her, knowing that the universe supports her as much as what she supports herself. And that was coupled. This is the one that literally jumped out of my cards when I was shuffling. So we've got the Six of Wands. And the Six of Wands is victory, the victory card. And everybody who has their wands, see, they're no longer fighting him anymore. They're standing back, but they're seeing that this person made it, that they are the ones that showed them that we can have victory in this world. We can have peace in this world. We can create a beautiful reality that's matching how we feel about ourselves. But we have to feel it about ourselves first, right? Hey, Isabel, new to this channel. Good to see you here. Okay, just press subscribe and you'll get more readings. Every week I do this, every Tuesday, same time, pretty much same time, unless I've given a message out that I'm not. I'm also, in my website, I have members, and then I have Ruby members. And Ruby members, it's very minimal. It's a very small amount of money, $3 a month for 6 months, so overall $18. And that gets you more channel messages that I'm pulling through. But lately, I haven't been doing as many. So what I did was put out a mass kind of email everybody on my website to say, I'm going to do, after being, I'm going to do a half an hour where you can just jump on if you're a Ruby member. I don't have that many Ruby members, so we'll see who turns up. But even if there's just one, good on you. You get a one-on for half an hour. But yeah, so just look at that, because I'll do that more often, I think, when I feel like, because channel messages, they come and they go. I'm not going to ever push a channel message ever. So when it doesn't feel like it's flowing as much, when I'm focusing in on something else in my life, then I'll probably be doing, free half-hour questions, question and answer Zoom calls for those Ruby members from now on. And we'll just see how that flows. I'm just trialing and erroring everything out at the moment. I'm going through a massive shift myself, literally shifting home and stuff. That's coming up soon anyway. And when that happens, after that happens, I'll be settling somewhere else. So I'm going to reformat my whole, I'm even thinking of starting a show. I'm starting off doing something pretty big once I get into my new home. And that's because I have a supportive partner now, which I've never had in my whole life. But because I did this inner work, it works. And yeah, so that's where that's at. So what did I pull? The Star. Like wishes come true, right? This is the wishes come true card, but let's just feel this a little bit more. Because I'm really finding something, it's almost like they're showing me a space, they're showing me a space within our minds that's literally allowing something to shift in our reality, to show us this wish that can come true. And it's so funny, I was talking about last year I put out all these wishes and just every single one of them's come true, bar one which I am working on. I'm blocking at the moment. But let's just put that over there, because that could be something to do with what I was talking about. Let's get back into this general message. Temperance, yeah, a balanced mind. So it's when we find that balanced mind within us, that we find a space within our minds. It's no longer energy going on conflict and protection and victimization. The energy is not needed there anymore. So with the balanced mind, we find stillness. And with stillness, we start to ask ourselves, what do we actually want to bring in? What do we want to wish for? What do we want to flow into our life? So we are, I think the energy at the moment, because we are going through, we just went through such a kind of a tightness, it's going to show up now as more of a something coming out of it that shows you that this work does work. This inner work does work. Thanks, Katie. You're glowing with happiness and exciting new idea. Yeah, I am. I've got too many ideas. That's my biggest problem. So I'm just going to wait till I'm actually settled before I put them out. But I have a lot of ideas. I've also got a new channel video message, and oh my gosh, this one's a juicy one. This one's all about the shift in relationships on Earth at the moment, shift in relationships with humanity. It's beautiful. So I'm really excited about that one too. So look out for that this week on my channel. Jonar messages. Jonar, they're asking me to get another pack, I think. So I'm looking at this other, excuse my voice. I'm looking at this other pack, which is underneath everything. This is, I'm pretty sure this is the, no, yeah. Jonar message, Jonar. Okay, here we go. So we've got the golden phoenix, something you thought finished, burst back into life. So with the stillness that we have and this wish, with the temperance and the balance and this finding stillness within us and a wish starting to come true, this could also be that something from the past that you let go of because it wasn't conducive. It wasn't conducive in the old energies. We're talking maybe a couple of years ago before the shift, because we had a massive shift a couple of years ago where everything's flipped from logic being in charge to now intuition coming into balance. So the feminine's the rising. We're starting to be able to use our imagination for the benefit of humanity to burst us through the laws and restrictions that weren't good for us and create something new. So way back then, when before the 2 years before the shift happened, I feel there's something that you tried to do, but it didn't work because it wasn't conducive with the energies of the masculine being in charge or the logic being in charge. And now if you try this again, it'd be like a phoenix bursting into life. So there could be something in your reality that's going to, you might go, well, I tried it, it didn't work. They're asking you to try again. Just give it another go, because the energies are more conducive with it, with that trying again. Okay, what else have we got? Get another pack. Oh, too many. Just one or two, please. So here we go. So we've got energy, power, animal energy empowers, animal totems. So animals could come into it as well. For 50, I used to have visions, like I literally wake up and see things, and they were showing me things and helping me, guide me through problems and benevolent beings and not so benevolent, so I could learn how good my power was and all sorts of things. Last night, I haven't had visions since I was around 50, so it's been 5 years since I've had an actual vision. I've started channeling messages through. Last week I said I would like, and last night I had a spider climbing on my wall, a really big one the size of my hand, and I'm like, oh no, a huntsman's in the house, and I watching it crawling, and I still turn, I reached over and flicked on my light, and when I flicked on my light, it was gone. So it was a vision. It wasn't real, but to me it's real. Like, I see the room and everything. Is something that would be an animal totem for me at the moment, which is connecting to me to like grandmother spider. She weaves the webs that connects me to the etheric world again. The web that goes between this phase and the next, that sort of thing. And she also represents abundance flow. So watch out for animal totems. Watch out for be something that you actually see like I do, but it could be that you flick open a book and you keep seeing owls, or you keep seeing someone that's talking about that, or you keep seeing stories on ears or something like that, or someone just keeps on mentioning the same name of an animal. Every animal is going to be around you, or it comes up and visits you and stuff like that. Be aware of this. The reason why they're telling me that this is happening is because an intuitive kick that we're getting at the moment, after clearing some stuff, trying to control our outside world, is literally allowing, in response, animals to come into our reality again and gift us as our reflection of who we are, what we're missing with the connection to Gaia, how to conducively live on Gaia, because animals do conducively live on Gaia. They are out in the wild. They can live in wild and still be present within themselves and thrive. And so humanity's literally lost that path. Our path of our connection to all of that, and animals can be a gateway into reconnecting. So just be aware of that this week as well, guys. Okay, so that is really cool. I'm just going to pile these up. Let's get an animal card then, hey, and see what the animals have to say. I'm just going to pack these cards up because I'll get ready for some free chat bars as well. Genevieve, I had a really young grey kangaroo hop on up to 1.5 in my front of me a couple of days ago. Any ideas? Kangaroos are massive leaps of faith into reality. They also just be aware that you're not trying to overprotect yourself too. They like the battle, but they're in defense of themselves. So just be aware of that too. But also they can represent massive leaps of faith. Okay, let's have a look at this. For the journal, animal for the journal, animal for the journal, animal for the journal. Okay, so we have the moose that's come up. Wisdom. The moose is, to me, a very ancient, wise character. I'm just going to read this a bit. Let your head and mind reach to the stars. I was looking at his antennas and thinking, antennas? See, I actually saw it as antennas. Looking at his, I don't even know what they're called, horns. Anyway, looking at these and feeling like that was reaching out for the stars. That's interesting. Yet keep your feet grounded on the earth. Listen to the ancient wisdom in your soul. The ancestors speak through you. You know much. See, there's this big shift that's happening with humanity at the moment, especially those that are doing the work, where we're starting to bring through our soul's connection and our intuition and trust that so much more now. Understand that there's more outside of our vision and our sight and our touch and hearing and so forth, that there's more out there. That's another thing that the animals can bring in, because they see more, hear more than what we do. So yeah, I'm really feeling like the moose is showing us that we have a clearance to allow intuitive feeling coming through us so that we can master this ability again and trust it to move forward. Yeah, nice. Antlers. Thank you, Miriam. Antlers. Antennas. That's funny because they keep giving me the word antennas, and I'm like, I know it's not antennas, but they keep giving me that word antennas while I was reading it, so I was stuck. Thank you, antlers. Okay, look at this. We have prolong and another one with antlers as well. Action. Now is the time to act. Opportunities are here. Move forward with confidence. Your talents will always help you land on the pinnacle. Your quick wit and keen senses will lead you to success. And that's the last card that was on the tarot. Remember, we had victory. So we're starting to find victory through intuition, victory through using our intuition now, and trusting that we're letting go of our monkey mind enough to say it's okay to think of nothing. It's okay to be in a position where we're completely in the moment. It's okay not to worry about the future. There's nothing, the logic of yourself could never capture every single possibility because there's unlimited possibilities. So logic could never catch every possibility anyway. The universe, when it wants to shift you through to something, will always find another path, and so can you. Your intuition, your connection to that can shift you anywhere you want in this even in this reality, even with what's going on. Actually, it is supporting us now because we're starting to support it. It is a direct reflection of that rebirth, butterfly, transformation, squirrel. So always also with squirrel to me is also making sure that you have enough aside so that you, like, logically, if you're it doesn't always, we don't have to worry about, like we say to ourselves, oh, if I'm really fully in abundance, then I can have nothing in my bank account and trust 100%. Well, okay, you can. I do believe that can possibly happen, absolutely. But we have to be gentle on ourselves because we are coming from one thing where we've been shown that we need to have insurance, we need to have all of this to protect ourselves and be in survival mode, to trusting again. So if we have a little bit aside, like the squirrel holds in his mouth, a little bit aside there just so that we feel safe logically, that's saying to our logic, yes, it's okay, we will feel safe, but we're going to start now to trust our intuition, trust that the nuts are going to come, that we're going to end up having our abundance coming to us, and good timing as well. And watch how it actually works and plays with that. But if we're in too much hoarding, then we're like this and we've got no hands left to accept. So just be aware of that as well. Squirrel teaches us that. Okay, let's do this. So I'm going to start opening up the chat bars now to just one-off chat bar readings. I'll get one more card while everybody kind of flicks on. The only thing I trust is me. I like that rainbow, yes. So we have nothingness. See, that stillness that we have to get to, that nothingness. In the essence of nothing, everything is there, but nothingness is at the point of such stillness where we are reflected with nothing, but also everything exists all at the same time through our imagination, and then we can direct our life where we want to go from there. Okay, let's go with this. I feel like everybody's eager this week to get a reading. I do intuitive counseling readings, connect you to your soul, connect you to your path, and help you through your issues, help you to figure it out yourself as well, so that you can take those lessons and use it in your life. So if you want to get a reading with me, my links are down below. Let's see what happens here. I'm going to do a reading for, I'm not going to be able to see all of these people. There's too many. Here we go. Perception. Cherie from YouTube. Cherie. I feel like you need to lighten up, Cherie. Just lighten up a little bit more there. You'll see everything start to shift when you start being a bit more self-nurturing to yourself and lighten up. Change in that will help. Cherie. So we have courage coming up for you. So you might be going through a bit of a difficult position at the moment, some sort of situation that happened that actually makes you have to have courage in your reality. And that's why they're saying it's funny when something happens like that, we get defensive and then it ends up squeezing everything so tight that everyone reflects that back to us. But when we start to lighten up ourselves, everyone sort of moves away and goes, it's okay now, we don't have to reflect that. So the more you lighten up, the more you'll see everyone start to fall away that isn't serving you at the moment, that's not working out for you. Okay, who else have we got here? Oh, we have Shanti. Message for Shanti. I'm just finding my jaw is like a little bit tense. Like just be aware of that. Loosen your jaw up a bit. I feel like that's an overprotecting thing as well. Well, that's too many cards. We did get out sharing. Sharing came out on top, so I'm going to go with this one. To release enough. I'm even doing that. Allowing yourself to release enough to let flow of abundance and sharing come and go and come and go. It's going to help you connect intuitively even more, because it's not just abundance as in physical money and stuff. It's also allowance of intuitive calling coming more, like upping your game into even more intuition, into even more of something. Okay, so it was for Shanti. Bernadette from Facebook, Creator. That's a beautiful card to come out for you, Bernadette. So you are starting to realize you're the creator of your reality. Well, I think you've actually known for a little bit, but you're actually grounding this. I want you to ground it in this reality. So literally walk the talk, like walk through your life as the creator of your reality. Say with conviction what you are, and who you are, and stand by it. And when you want to manifest something into your reality, say it with conviction that it is absolute, that it's going to happen, and then you let it go because you know it's going to happen, so you don't have to worry about it anymore. If you were told by somebody that you had won $10,000 and you're receiving it next week and it's your account and you don't have to even, it's just going to be put into your account, you would probably go into, oh wow, I'm won 10,000, that's so cool, I'm going to go look in the shops now for what I'm going to spend that 10,000 off, instead of, oh my God, is it really going to turn up? I don't know if it's going to turn up. That energy, oh my God, I don't know if it's going to turn up. It's just giving you that reflection back again. Oh my God, I don't know. And if you have the energy of, I'm going to go out and start spending the money before I'm going to start looking for what I'm going to spend this money on, then it will come in for you, because you've already, it's kind of like they're bringing me to Alice in Wonderland, where she had a cake, and then when she went to serve it, she's like, I don't have a knife, and they said you have to serve it first. And so she had to it's like she had to predict how many people were going to be, she already had to have it in her reality how many she was going to share it with, and then it just chopped itself, because that's how it works in the land of Alice in Wonderland. It's the opposite of what we've been taught. Okay, who else have we got here? Amy from YouTube. Amy, we have the source. And you are the source, you are the light, you are starting to shine that bright enough for others to see that in you. You are the light. But be careful, it goes up and down, right? So sometimes you'll feel this, oh my God, I'm the creator of my reality, I love who I am, I'm shining. And then you might, the mind coming in, hang on, no you're not. You are, that sort of self-talk. Limitations, any sort of limiting talk is your mind trying to keep you in a safe response to, we don't want to become too big or mighty, that sort of thing, and too much ego and all of that. Even saying that we don't want too much ego is the mind trying to protect itself. But when we really truly do step into loving who we are authentically and just going, I am going to shine my light, that's when we start bringing in people that are a reflection of that, instead of people that are a reflection of this. Okay, so we have, who else have we got here? Jennifer Jones from Facebook. Jennifer Jones, well, that just fell out. Aloneness, Jennifer. So you might feel like this is a moment where you're doing an inner journey, where you're looking inside yourself for who you are. Who are you without anyone else's expectations? What do you truly feel? They want you to go inwards and look at who you are without the expectation of what somebody says that you are. That's important for you at the moment. Okay, Katie Tiana from YouTube. Please, thank you. Katie. So you have two that's flown out. You have the courage card, so you could have been going through a bit of stress, but that's where this beautiful flower. You also realize when you go through stress how strong you are, how much you have courage you have, how you can accept those burdens that come in your future now, because you got through them quite easily this time. You have the card of understanding came out with it, so that's what this is all about. You understanding that and accepting those moments of stress and needing courage, accepting that you can move through that and become an even beautifuler person through that. That understanding helps, that you are in the acceptance, you are going to end up allowing your life to flow a lot better. So the not so good times and the good times start to become just acceptance in your life. Okay, what else have we got? Phoenix from Facebook. Phoenix. Some YouTube articles from Phoenix on Facebook. Phoenix. Funny how you're there, Phoenix Grace, and we got the Phoenix card out before. Look at this rebirth. And you got, see, you're just having that name Phoenix must mean that you like go through a lot of rebirthing moments, like constantly shedding your life and becoming something different, and you're literally going through this. I think I want to show you that pattern in your life of how you're good at it, but be aware that you're not bringing it to yourself so much that you don't actually get to feel into the rewards of the experience. Yeah, so that's what I'm getting from you, Phoenix. Okay, Sarah from YouTube. Sarah. Healing, Sarah. So self-nurturing at the moment. Like, I'm putting my hand to my heart for some reason. So there could be some heart issues that you've had to heal from. They're saying you're doing a blooming good job. I was going to have to swear then. So I changed it to blooming. Anyway, you're doing a really good job at healing yourself, nurturing. Take some time out. Give yourself some rewards now. They want you to reward yourself for that healing that you've been doing. Maggie. Excuse my throat. And maybe something to do with your throat as well, and speaking your mind, because it's starting to. Maggie, you've got the Lover's card. So in reflection, the Lover's card to me is always some reflection coming to you. You're in search of the love within yourself, and then if you're reflected back with a not so good scenario, that's because there's something they're showing you too clear, so that is for you, the person that does reflect in you. When we've had a lot of negative relationships in our past, there has to come a point where we say, okay, I can see that I did that. From now on, I'm not going to allow those people back into my reality, and that gives a space for the right people to come in. So that seems to be a bit of a lesson for you at the moment. Rainbow, I am. Okay. If you say yes, please, then I'll do a reading. Just let you know. Miriam from YouTube. Miriam. Okay, Miriam, you've got laziness, so allow yourself to be self-nurturing. Watch something, binge watch something, do something that's not, doesn't matter, but just be careful that you don't sit in it for too long. There is a point where the ice will start forming around laziness and become rigid. So just be aware of allowing laziness to come into your life through self-nurturing, but also self-nurturing takes you into action. We have to keep flowing through. So we go, I'm allowed to have a rest time. I'm going to be 100% with this rest time, and then allow it to float through to now I'm going to move and I'm going to do action. I'm going to be 100% with that action, and just keep moving through life like that so that we don't get stagnated. Okay, who else have I got here? Jamie from YouTube. Flowering came out for you, Jamie, which is self-nurturing as well, but also receiving. I see a lot of receiving. Okay, so they want you to balance your feminine with your masculine in receiving information, wisdom. There's literally, I'm seeing benevolent beings wanting to communicate with you. There's it's like in the past there could be signs that you've seen, but now they're wanting to communicate directly with you, not just through a sign that they put in front of you that they direct your attention to. They want you to go up a level with this and allow that to flower, allow it to blossom. David from YouTube. Movement. I see movement in your life, David. Politics. Be very aware that we are not entangling ourselves in the face of deception. because in doing that and trying to uncover someone's deceiving face, you end up with all these masks of others that is kind of clogging up your energy, and then all they do is pull another mask over their face for the next victim anyway. It's like kudos to you for everything that you've done in the past, but it's time to now, I'm feeling, take back creation, take back creating what you want, take back what you want to do in your life and create something brilliant for yourself. Okay, Sherry. You're welcome, Sherry. Perfect. Thank you, thank you, Shanti. Bernadette, 4 stars. I got 4 stars. Sandy from YouTube. Sandy from YouTube. Yeah, so subscribe and share my channel, please, guys, because I am going to do some change ups. I want to do some more exciting things on this channel. I am an artist. I do my own videos. I channel my own messages. So look out for those inspirational videos and messages that are coming through. I'm also a channeler for, they call us channelers on Kevin Moore's show. Yeah, so just watch out for all of that. Love you guys here. So I'm going to keep on doing some more readings here. Just wanted to throw that little skit in there. So Sandy. Oh, whole heap fell out. So, okay. So we have slowing down, Sandy. Just be aware that that you are going with the flow, that you are trusting this flow. There has been a real kind of intense vibrance that's clearing us and shaking us a lot at the moment. So now is the time to slow down and just trust that flow of energy that's coming towards you. They want to gift you something. Sorry, an intensity in reverse came out. So that really goes with that going with the flow, where we've got to pull back and just go, okay, I need to breathe for a while. It's okay to have, a few days, a week or whatever, where I'm just not even going to try anymore at the moment. Something there for you. Bernadette, thank you. I needed to hear it. Fits perfectly for the moment. Yay. Love that confirmation. Thank you, guys. Although I don't need it, but I love it. My logical brain loves it. My intuition's going, I don't need it. So cool. Rainbow. You got the source card. Man, see, the same cards are falling out. So many cards. Unbelievable. Rainbow, it's time for you to accept abundance in your life and trust that you are the light, you are the main creator of your reality. You're the light. And now is the time for you to sit in trusting a flow. Look at he is in this, see his hand here? He's in this kind of state of, I am in receiving, and it's by his heart. I'm receiving with my heart. And then he has a lotus leaf in this one, and giving through my intuition who needs it, and I am receiving. And that is this beautiful flow of energy that will come to you of abundance and allowing and letting it flow out to others. We always have to remember when we are in abundance that we're not hoarding. When we fill our bottom of our bucket, we want to fill our cup, we want to fill our bucket first, and that is whatever you desire, whatever you need. If you want $1 million house, so be it. If you want nothing on your back and you're fine with that, so be it. It's up to you. This is your reality you're creating. And then once you filled your bucket, then you flow out to others and help them with theirs. So we know you know, we're not got a friggin' treasure chest of gold sitting in an apartment somewhere where there's poor people out on your veranda. And also remember too that whenever somebody comes into your life and they need help, that they are there for a reason. They are there for you to have an opportunity to share. So that's how that flows. Because everybody in your reality is your reflection of who you are. So there's an opportunity there for you to give so that you can receive. Okay, Robin from YouTube. Robin from YouTube. Robin from YouTube. Yeah, I feel like there's an ending for you coming. You're exhausted. There's an ending to this exhaustion. There's an ending to it. It is coming. So it's not like they want you to hang in there, because you don't want to hang in the energy of exhaustion. It's that you want to. They want you to let go of the mind is the thing that's exhausting you. It's like a stress level of I need to try to hold all these balls up in the air of my life. That's the mind doing that, where when we put the balls down, our intuition can then play a part in picking up the right ball in the right moment to help us through our life. So they want you to let go of the exhaustion within your mind to give yourself more clarity to allow your intuition to come through. Katie fits perfectly with Katie. Oh, fantastic. Sorry, I'm feeling a lot of energy at the moment. So whoa. Okay, so I'm going to have to go on Facebook. There's somebody on Facebook that's been silly, Billy, I think. Okay, here we go. Sarah, such an angel. Such confirmations were fantastic. I just want to help everybody be the best that they can in their reality. So yes, if you want a personal reading with me, links are down below, and please subscribe to my YouTube. Please subscribe to my YouTube. I want that to be my main point of reference, because Facebook is, I don't know what they're doing, but I'd rather YouTube. I'm going to probably expand out to some other channels as well, but yeah, that's where I'm going to focus my energy on and create some new shows and stuff like that. I'm really excited about the future. I have a lot of fabulous ideas pouring through me, and I have the ability to do the films, make the movies, the video clips like I do in my channel messages, plus intuitively bring through these messages for everybody. And I just want everyone to shine. That's my objective. If we're shining, we create a new world, and that's where we're going, right, guys? So love you heaps. Until next week, blessings to you all.